Hello, everyone. Before we begin, I would like to share that I am not a medical doctor. I'm not a spiritual master or an expert of any kind. I'm just a country pumpkin sharing his theoretical perspective for entertainment purpose only. And the topic for entertainment today is ceremony. Ceremony here refers to mostly to Asian culture, ceremony involving religion, involving everyday events from starting a business, homecoming, birth of a child, death of ancestor, parents, uh, death anniversary, many things, or just ceremony from religion itself. The point is, those ceremony that we accept for granted as part of tradition, culture, a part of society, way of living has been ingrained within us. We have been accepting those ceremonies unconditionally without questioning it. It is time for us to start questioning those ceremonies, whether they are actually more of fact checking them because they are serving as control how we think, behave, act. They are limiting our expansion of consciousness, our frequency. They are there as a tool for us to give away our power, to be a victim, instead of going inside and look for answer within us and find the God within us. And we're looking for gods, angels outside. And we are praying, begging, hoping, wishing every possible way we can to gain favor, to gain blessings. And those ceremony often revolves around bribing. With that kind of attitude, and if we have to bribe gods or angels, and are they actually gods or are they actually just demons in disguise? Would true God actually need our um, gifts? Or they already have everything? And those that accept those gifts are actually demons in disguise, and we think of them as our savior, our gods, our angels, our fairies, our enlightened one. Ceremony and is an interesting topic that we're actually going to go deeper into it in subtopics. We're going to break it down for what it is, because those ceremony we have been accepting too long as part of culture and tradition that we are blindly following and don't think of them as uh, Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme at the level of Madoff or Maddock or whatever that name of the guy that was stole billions and how many other people at a scale that hard for people to swallow, like the 911 event and other pandemic events that too hard for people to swallow. The ceremony I'm talking here, as you probably guess already, is not just ceremony, custom, uh, dealing with custom and culture, but this mostly dealing with religion, and mostly with Eastern traditions about filial piety, and other ceremony that involve satanic sacrifice, but it changed its name something more pleasant, easily accepted by everyone to be a normal thing in life. And we will go into that later on. But now we're just generalizing about ceremony and those kind of ceremony, how they equate different set rules of game that we accept it, but don't question it. It become more superstition. And this is not, the West doesn't have this kind of problem. This kind of problem happen in more in third world country and in Asian countries where they're more into spirituality stuff and superstition stuff. Uh, the church, the West is caught mainly by the church. Yes, there are witchcraft and there are satanic sacrifices, but they are not publicly made ceremony events like in the East. The East is just more abundance of those ceremonies, worshiping demons in disguise, and we have fake spiritual master performing those ceremonies to swindle people out of their hard-earned cash by playing on the emotion, the insecurity, the fear. It's mostly uh, manipulating people through their fear and insecurity. And the ceremony serve as a source of income, not just a way to limit and to control people, but also a mean of income that is highly manipulative and abused, that has become a part of tradition and culture. And I wish you luck in exploring more in this ceremony stuff, especially those ceremony involving satanic sacrifices. In Vietnamese, what we call cúng bái or tế thần. Or tế thần means satanic sacrifice. Cúng bái means just a ceremony. And those nicely termed for satanic sacrifice, when you have to slaughter a pig, a chicken, or whatever animal, goat, for a certain deity, entity, but initially begin with our ancestor to commonize, to make it like a common practice. Okay, but when you stretch it out to other part of aspect of life, then it become more blatantly obvious that it is satanic. It is a transaction. So thank you, and I look forward to sharing you the more interesting aspect of it, with doing sacrificing being disguised as filial piety or worshiping of the gods. Okay, thank you.